Hello everybody, this is Adam with day number 4 of our Root Chakra Healing Camp, and we're going to be talking about the origins of the root chakra, from its meaning to the animals, to the color, to the element that's associated with it, and any other information that might be pertinent to understanding this chakra, because understanding and knowledge is the ultimate power. If you understand it, you know how to unlock it, you know maybe another way to assist you on your journey to unlocking this particular chakra, because it's sometimes very different for everybody. So the root chakra is the first chakra of our energy center, which forms at the base starting with our development. It is the vital life force, and it begins at conception and continues with life force energy dividing the cells during embryogenesis. I think I said that correctly. But the spinal column begins and develops at the bottom, so that is why the root chakra is the first one that's the first one right at the very bottom of it, because that is the oldest part of your spine. The root chakra is associated with the first task we undertake after birth, which is to determine, why do I belong here? On this earth, in this family system, and in the plane that you exist currently, where you live, how you live, religion-based, everything there is associated with this chakra. It's your survival center. The primal energy of survival is fight, flight, or freeze response in its ignition from the root chakra energy. This is your primal animal nature of survival. Once again, this is all about the core, your essence as a human being, as a mammal, is fight, flight, the survival, the progression of the species, which we'll actually get into in the next boot camp, or in the next healing camp, I should say. Sorry, I don't know why I said boot camp. Anyway. But it's all about trying to understand yourself and to understand your basic instincts, because sometimes it could be misconstrued. This chakra that controls our animal nature and governs by the predominant survival sense of smell, then taste. This is very primitive sensing, so when you are a child, a very infant, because this chakra's development is between conception to, some people say 8 years old, some people say 11. I pretty much found it at 10, or that's kind of my consensus. Obviously my interpretation might be different from yours, but that's kind of the range, from 0 to 11 or 8. The very primitive sensing of the world that the newborn infant emerges, often called rooting as a baby, through its mouth and sense of smell, turns his or her head, rooting around and sensing his or her way to food. So a very animalistic, primal survival need to do so, either by exploring the world. Obviously, if you watch an infant, they put everything in their mouth, they touch everything, they want to look at everything, they're looking around their entire plane. That is the root chakra opening up. It's very much that way. And as an adult, with you knowing what's good to put in your mouth, what's not, you have more of a sense of, focus. It's hard to keep that open, and that is why generally this chakra is difficult to keep open and balanced when you're an adult, especially when you have depression, which we'll get into in the next camp. And the root chakra at this point also relies on others to know. Obviously, parents, guardians, everything. As an infant, your caregivers constantly provide you what you need to survive: food, water, love, affection, and emotional calm. Then you felt secure in the world. You felt that the world was a place that could be trusted to provide you with basic needs. However, in your environment was chaotic and or caregivers emotionally unavailable to you, and or if you are caregivers withheld, delayed, or were inconsistent in giving what you needed, then you will lack trust and security. You may find yourself with a root chakra imbalance or blockages. Whenever you do not feel secure now, is significantly impacted of how you feel as a small child. So if you have this sense of worry, it's not saying that the caregivers or your parents were necessarily bad. There just might have been an event that kind of gave you a sense of mistrust in the world. The root chakra is comprised of whatever grounds your stability in your life. This includes your basic needs such as food, water, shelter, safety, as well as emotional needs of interconnection and being fearless. This is where needs are met, where you feel grounded and safe. It's an important chakra that this is the fundamental or mool chakra. So, fundamental. This has to be unlocked, balanced, and calmed before you even go into the other chakras. Once again, this is an establishment. It's the foundation of what you need to do. The energies of the root chakra help us feel grounded and connected to the earth, giving us a place in life to take root and for the flow of energies to propel us forward on our life journey. When these energies are stuck, stagnant, imbalanced, or blocked, our vitality and zest in life are also compromised. This can happen when our sense of belonging in this world is threatened in some way, or is experienced as traumatic, leaving us in a deep sense of insecurity. So if you are lost, what is my purpose in this world? Moving constantly, not enjoying your surroundings, the people around you, all of that, that is where this chakra is incredibly imbalanced. Luckily, I feel like there's more of a external comprehensive way to rebalance this chakra entirely. Imbalance in life force energy in the root chakra can leave us feeling restless or experiencing a lack of energy. So one dramatic feeling, so if you just can't stop going, or if you wake up tired. I actually experienced this one personally, which we'll get into in the next video, is that sense, which may be experienced as anxiety, worry, panic, depression, frustration, resentment, anger, rage, or having no interest in the world of our own survival. We may also experience symptoms such as being threatened, chronically feeling as we don't fit in or belong, and experiencing insecurities and low self-esteem. Mental signs, poor focus, disorganization, negative thinking about life, and narrow thinking about life. So a lot of that is very like grassroots worry, panic, all of that. I personally have depression, and anxiety is a major factor in my life that I must control almost constantly. The journey to healing trauma and psychological wounds held in root chakra is facilitated by deeper works with psychotherapy or trauma therapy. Reiki Tumo. So if you want to do Reiki, that's the one to do. Specific yogas. Tai Chi is actually a great one to unlock this, which I thought was incredibly fascinating. I do multiple forms of mixed martial arts, and especially like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu personally, because I really enjoy that stuff. And Tai Chi is a great way to keep yourself going if you don't want to do like Pilates or anything. Also, it's just a lot of fun, a lot of great movement, and a lot of great energy. And movement meditations that remove stagnant assumptions, emotional energies. So, releasing that worry and survival energy is kind of a thing. War, famine, natural disasters, and any event that threaten our basic survival are all recorded within energies of root chakra. So right now, with everything that's going on with the global pandemic and the wars that are still going on, this is affecting root chakras around the world, and I think that's why you can see a great deal of frustration. The first of the 7 energy centers, which is the root chakra, can also be the most dense of the 7 chakras. The main color of this chakra is red, which is also the most dense color of all chakra colors. Red is the slowest of all the wavelengths within the visible spectrum, yet the most stimulating color. It pulls from the retina forward, so all other energies and attention is focused outward. So when the root chakra is imbalanced, that is why people feed off of negative, raw emotion more than any other. And they find you strange if you have a balanced root chakra. That is why we use red colors for stop signs and stop lights. The root chakra color commands attention. It signals danger to us. We act immediately. Red is the color of the life force. It is the color of blood and the first color we come into contact when we are born. Red means energy and our connection with the earth, and carries the promise of survival, which is why one of the solutions, which we'll get into later, especially with my personal experience, was a great deal of red. And that is why red is always a great thing to keep around you when you are trying to figure this out. The elephant is the main animal for the root chakra because of, number one, how old it is, how unbelievably intelligent it is, and also how, the intelligence of an elephant. We see these basic, we see those basic characteristics that people have when they are born in elephants throughout their life. They grab things with their trunk. They want to touch things. They want to experience the most basic understandings of things, but there's a lot of complexity when it comes to the family center. When an elephant dies, they mourn for each other. They keep each other around, and there's a great sense of that root chakra in an elephant. And also, the elephant is a very powerful spiritual animal for a lot of people. So the sensory for this is the smell. The first sense that you do. Generally, when you smell something that's not pleasant, you go away from it. So it's a great It's a great inhibitor of danger or something that's good. Obviously, food is a very powerful thing for most people, and everybody needs food. So if you smell something that's good, then it's good. It drives you forward as a person. The development stage of this is from the womb to 12 months, so half the year. So when you were born, that's kind of the developmental stages. That's the most prominent part. So as a parent, if you're ready to conceive, be sure to make sure that their curiosity is stimulated in that way. So balanced and flowing energies, you feel safe, you're at home with the world, and you are fearless. So no fear whatsoever. You know that you have the instincts to get out of any kind of imminent danger, and you're ready to explore the world as you did when you were an infant or even a toddler as well. Obviously, it's to your discretion on how you can do that, and we will go into more of the ways to experience that kind of balanced energy tomorrow, but it's just kind of there. And I mean, honestly, that's really about it for the most part as a part of those. Oh, the element. Yes. Obviously, the element is incredibly very important when it comes to The root chakra, the element is earth. Earth is our mother. Our body is formed from her elements. She supports and nurtures us, which is why it's a very, very, very powerful one. And really, that's about it for origins of all of the different compromised things. We've already covered stones and the poses, the movements that remove the blockages. We'll get into that later. And then the affirmations we've already discussed, but we're going to do it tomorrow as well. But, if you have any other questions, if you feel like I missed something, go ahead and put it in the comments below. I will be making a big questions video this weekend. So with that being said, let's move on. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy it, feel free to subscribe to this channel today and turn on those notifications so you don't miss tomorrow's video, which is going to be the balance chakra and my personal experience when I discovered this. But if you don't want to wait, there is a great program down below. It is a very comprehensive program. Sign up for the email list. You can get a great discount on the program. These people are very intelligent. They know their chakras. They've been doing it for longer than I've been alive. So, and any other questions, comment down below. Thank you all for listening, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.